News First at 4 starts now.
Stunning new developments in the burglary at Shedeur Sanders' home. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Duffy.
And I'm Nicole Versansky. 3 men locked up, another still on the run. At 3, you heard police say that they drove all the way from Atlanta to do this.
Well, that's something else. All new at 4. Brittany Weir live with how investigators believe this may, Brittany, be part of a larger crime ring.
Yes, Medina County Sheriff's Office says this was not a random attack. This was a well thought out plan that involved a stolen rental car and driving hundreds of miles across several states, staying at a local hotel, and then committing this crime when they knew Shedeur Sanders would not be home.
Investigators say 3 suspects, Jarvett Myrick, DeAndres Jackson, and Maurice Taylor, were arrested in Georgia, but they are still searching for a 4th, Carlos DeAnthony Morris. During a press conference, officials shared pictures of these suspects breaking into Sanders' home, making off with over $200,000 worth of property and staying at a local Red Roof Inn. Thanks to security footage and flock cameras, detectives were able to track down these suspects. But the key was the license plate from the stolen rental car that these men used to commit this crime.
Just the fact that it was a rental vehicle and it was at the hotel that night. It being a rental vehicle and it being rented out of Decatur, Georgia, it kind of said, why is this up here? So we looked into that, found out that these people were from Georgia, so that's when we started looking into DeKalb County and talking with them and getting with their gang unit.
And investigators believe that these suspects are also involved in other high-profile burglaries, ones that might not have even been reported yet. Now, they do have several warrants out of Georgia for illegal gun possession, but once those are all sorted out, they are expected to be brought right back here to Ohio. In Medina County, Brittany Weir, 19 News.